crafty, but is it really? Yeah, her name is Crafty. Yeah, girl, let's see here. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. CraftyRia, yeah, CraftyRia. I said Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. I said, well, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. Yeah. Ever since she was a little girl, she said, I like to make things with my hands. I like to make some art that I can put up on a wall, or maybe put it in the mail, and maybe someday someone will get it, you know. Yeah, you know I like to make myself some Christmas cards. Yeah, I like to make all types of stuff. I like to take little scraps of paper, I like to put them all together real cool. Yeah, don't you know that it's fun? I like to do it, yeah. Yeah, say CraftyRia, that's the name, yeah. CraftyRia, say it now, Crafty makes all sorts of stuff. She does now. CraftyRia, she's tough and cool, yeah. You know she streams on YouTube, it's true. You just gotta put a name right in there, hit subscribe. You should, yeah. And all you ever see are both her hands, you know. Makes me kind of suspicious, you know. That's all I'm saying. You know, maybe she's not a human being. I mean, it's possible. We got all types of things in the chat. You know, we got cows, we got chickens, we got people who supposedly have faces. We got all types of people here too, yeah. You know, maybe she's, you know, maybe she's some kind of creature. Maybe she's got tentacles. I mean, I don't know. Maybe she's got tentacles and she's got hands, animatronic human hands on the ends of two sticks, and she just puts those in front of the camera and does all the crafts, which would make it even more impressive than it already is. You know, just the dexterity involved in such a thing. You know, it would be ridiculous, you know. Yeah. Don't you know her name is CraftyRia? I figured out a secret. She's an octopus. I said she's an octopus, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it is. Stuff I said. Yes, CraftyRia, she's tough and cool. You know, I figured out a secret. I always wondered how she could make all her crafts so fast.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Monday Night Live. I hope you are all having a wonderful Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Today is Monday, May 6th. And like I said, I hope everyone is having a good day. Welcome in Agnes, one of my awesome channel members. I appreciate you very much. Destaloo, hello. Janet. Vicky and Angela, good to see you all. Happy to see you all. I hope you are all having a good day, for sure. Today, of course, we're going to do a Mad Lib and out of this book, because why? It was on my desk. That is why. So we'll go ahead with this one. And I, of course, need a volunteer. So if you would like to be the volunteer, please type the word volunteer in the chat. And the first volunteer will get to take the honors. And the way we do it is everyone gets to pick the words, and the volunteer chooses one of those words to put in for the Mad Lib. And or one or more, or however many we need. That is our Mad Lib. Maybe. Yeah, there it is. And let's see. I think I made one for Angela. Yes. Okay. And then also that tacos. All right. Got all my shout outs done. The intro. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate you. The intro, the video was made by SuperMegaTacos, and the song was made by Pork Roll Bob. So I always like to give them a shout out. And Pork Roll Bob is my guitar teacher also. So if you're looking to take music lessons, I can hook you up. All right. So Angela will be our volunteer, and we'll jump right in for the first word of the Mad Lib. And we need, let's start with a noun. And we need 5 of them. So we'll give it some time. We don't have to rush and get all 5 right at the beginning, but we will need a total of 5. Unless I counted wrong. Then we'll just fill them in later, because that's what happens around here. All right, I have to get a drink, and I have some mail to open. Very cool mail. The first thing is all the way from Germany, from Elke, and she may be in later, but I want to open it now and show you what I got. It's this adorable card, and it says, "Dear Maria, I wish you a happy Easter, and until the next time, go get crafting." And she sent a couple of really cool card bases. They have holographic stuff on them. So this one here has like stars that are holographic, and the front and the back both have the design. And then there's this one with all of these neat summertime treats. So I need to have just the right embellishment to put on these, because they are awesome. And this card is also blank, so maybe we could do something with that at some point as well. So I will set that aside. I hope you are all having a good day. Let me know what you've been up to. If you had a good weekend. We had the May the 4th, Star Wars Day. Then we also had Cinco de Mayo. If you guys did anything special for those days, let me know. We had tacos on the 4th instead of on the 5th. So that's what we did. All right. And then I have this humongous envelope. This wonderful package that came, and there is a card. Let me start with that card. And it says, "I can't thank you enough." Beautifully handmade card. And she didn't write in the card, but she sent me a note. And I've been watching you for a few years. Your Monday Night Live is instrumental in my recycling card adventure. Over the years, I have accumulated more cards than I can use, so I thought I might send some your way. And this is from Connie, a long-time viewer. Thank you. If you're watching, Connie, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Beautifully handmade card. She didn't sign the back, but it is very pretty. I'm assuming she made it. Barb, that doesn't sound like fun, pulling weeds and mulching. That does not sound like a lot of fun. But it is that time of year when we're getting our gardens ready. I did plant I got my starter gardens going. Tomato seeds, cucumber seeds, and pepper seeds in those indoor gardens. And as soon as the plants get big enough, I will be putting them outside. I waited a little too long this year, I think, maybe. Who knows, to get them started. But that's all right. They'll still grow. We'll have probably more tomatoes than I know what to do with. This is some really cool cardstock, but it is the right size, I believe. I think I could fold it. Yeah, it is. It measures 5.5 by 8.5. So I can fold them in half and make card bases out of them. So that's pretty cool. I can always use more card bases, and there's a whole bunch. So excellent. Those will definitely be put to good use. And in this little envelope is a bunch of punches. I won't take them all out now. There are some hearts and some butterflies and these little flowers. Quite a good assortment in there. Oh, there's some deer in there too, or moose or something. I do love homegrown tomatoes. Deer. I guess that would be a deer. It's not a moose. I couldn't tell by looking down in the envelope. I had to take it out and put it on my hand. And yes, we do need some nouns. Everyone, please put some nouns in the chat. The more you put, the harder Ange's job is. So, you know, put 1,000,000 in. And then there's this stack of paper. Bunch of really cool designs. The polka dots, the balloons, which are good for birthday stuff, the ice cream cones, which are good for summers and birthday. And I think that's all the designs. There is a piece of yellow cardstock. Oh, and that one too, that a bunch of squares. So these are going to be fun. I like them because they are thin. I like them for card making because they're super thin and they don't add a lot of weight to the card, which is nice. I think they might be meant to be like origami paper or something. They seem to be thin. Although the back is white, so maybe not origami paper. Then I don't know. But they're cool. Then there are some cards. She did a great job of organizing them. Oh, here's some letter stickers, which will come in handy. And then there is this card. I've done something with, I think, this same card from somebody. Maybe from her. And she did a good job organizing them. Like, for example, this envelope says, "Thank you and happy anniversary." So in it are some neat things. So we have this here that says thank you. This must have been, because I can see it was, you know, cut off of a card. This must have been a handmade card that she received, that she cut these panels off of, but we can reconstruct. And she also sent some sentiments for the inside of cards. So we have, that's really cool. It has glitter on it. That is really cool. And some of those, that's kind of pretty too. I don't do a lot of anniversary cards, but just the, like that picture would be good on a regular card. Thank you cards. Thanks a buttload. I like that one. That's funny. Anniversary and a thank you. So these are quite cool. And I'll leave them organized in these envelopes because that is good. And here we have a few of those. So glad we're friends. Some sentiments here. A flag. This one is really cool. This sun. That might be good for summertime cards. And that. This is another one where I could just use the image. This one I thought was cool. There's steamships, cruise ships, flagships, but the best of all is friendship. This one I like a lot. Happy Wishes. It has some gold, metallic gold on it. I will set that aside. Oh, for a simply perfect day. I will set that aside because I think I want to make something with that. I really like it. This one is really cool as well. I'll set that aside. Just ones that are standing out to me for the moment. That's kind of pretty. And then as we go along, if you guys remember one that you want me to use, let me know. These will make their appearance in many other shows as well. And there's still a ton in here, so I'm going to try to go pretty fast. This envelope is a little bit torn, so I have to be careful. This is birthdays, I would guess. Yeah, birthday. We have Winnie the Pooh here, very cute. This one here, I like it because I have an idea for it. I like that. That's, I guess, a beer. And some cupcakes. Some birthday. This is super heavy. Oh, because it has stuff. It has pieces in there. Oh, happy and birthday. It's your birthday with the flamingo. Kind of cool. I'll set that one aside as well. 3 wishes for your birthday. These are more of these cupcakes. And a birthday cake. I think there's more than one of these. I think there's 2. I think there's one in another envelope though too. That's a very pretty package. Earthworms. I wonder what the sentiment says for that. It doesn't say. Oh, there's another one of those. All right. All right. I'll get to those in a second, Ange. Wishing you a very happy birthday. That's kind of cool. You guys were fast putting your nouns in today. I'm going to have the Mad Lib done in 10 minutes. All right. Let's see. Happy birthday. This cat is really cute. It's up above the card. I can't talk. That would be a good slimline card. And this here, I bet this was glued on here. That's really neat. And then there's this part too. It says birthday wishes. Very cool. All right, let me put these away. I'm going to put them in this way because the envelope is torn and I don't want to make it worse. All right, let me do one more envelope and then we'll move on to the next word. I felt like there was a lot more in there. This is a pack of envelopes. 5.5 by 5.5. It says flats and envelopes, but I think it's just envelopes. And then there is this beautiful card that is already put together. It's a new card. Very pretty. And let's do the other birthday. We'll keep all the birthdays together. All right. So another birthday, and you're cool, sharp, witty, vibrant, fun to be around. What part of getting older don't you understand? I like that. Some more of those. That is cool. This is another one that is the same. I'll keep those two together. This one was a handmade card. You can bug me at any time. Very cool. I like the back of that paper too. Oh, it says my friend. This is another piece that came off of a handmade card, which can be easily used on another card. Happy birthday. This one is cool. What's a little birthday between friends? A very good reason to celebrate. I like that. We're not getting older, we're getting better. Now all we have to do is figure out, and it doesn't, I don't know what the inside, what we're supposed to figure out. And then there's that one. Oh, here's another one of those, and another one of those. We have a couple duplicates, which is fine. We will use them. This one here just, it looks like it had probably the paper on the inside, and then it can be left alone and then just something decorative put over that little tear. That's kind of cool. Some more pieces. Happy birthday, little lady. I have some ladybugs. Ladybug stickers. Happy faces and happy places. Hope your birthday has plenty of both. Very cute. Very cute. No ordinary cats. I don't think there's any ordinary any kind of pets, are there? And then another one of those. So that's quite cool. Let me put those words in the Mad Lib, and we'll move on to the next word. All right, flowers, fish. I'll go with singular noun of flower. Flower, fish, lunatic, lunatic is always a funny word. I'm trying not to laugh out loud. Oh, I didn't notice that we needed a plural noun. I should have used flowers, but I already wrote flower in. So if I could have another noun that is a plural noun, that would be good. Critter. An eagle. Okay, and I think, let me see if I need any more. Just one plural noun. When you get a chance, no hurry. Fried eggs. All right, fried eggs. Okay, sure, fried eggs. I have the giggles already, and we're just starting. Welcome in, Michelle M. I'm glad you're here. This is good. All right. The next word we need is a silly word. Just one. So put in your best silly words now that Michelle is here. Get those silly words out and put them on in. I'm opening some mail from Connie. These are Easter, Halloween, different St. Patrick's Day, holidays. That's what I was trying to think of. Valentine's Day. That is really pretty. Thanksgiving. And then these are all hearts and Valentine's Day. So that's pretty cool. She did. Janet, she sent all kinds of really cool stuff. This will keep me busy for a while. And you'll probably see some of this show up on Twitch too. This is Get Well. That's really pretty, thinking of you. And then there are these cards. I remember these cards when I was little. The backs are off. They were, my mom used to get them from a charity, I think. And we always had those, like from the 70s, I guess. These are all special. These are special Get Well balloons. And then we have those. So I like that one. That is really cute. No, they're not. They're not Precious Moments. It is Anne, Liese is the artist. That's the artist. Oh, Angela, we need silly word. One silly word. I turned the air conditioner down before I started today, you guys. You'll be proud of me. This one is blank. Oh, I know why. This one is a sad one. This is dog or pet sympathy cards. So I'm just going to kind of go through them pretty fast in case that is a trigger for anybody. Some are, oh, I thought it was new, but it's not. But some of them you could use for other things as well. So they are cute. So there, I will go through them that fast because I don't want to dwell on that. I hope to not need those cards ever for anybody. But we know how that can be. All right, let me get a drink and let's get to crafting. All right. So if you guys see something you want me to make a card with that I went through, let me know and maybe we can do it. I'm going to use some of the ones I pulled out though first. Put these in this bag since it will hold them all quite nicely. I like the silly words you guys are putting in there. And these card bases, I will keep where I keep my card bases because I might be able to use them. Like for example, this might even go good. I'm not sure. I don't know about any of these being the right color to go on any of these cards. But I will stick this in with my card bases and we'll go from there. And if I can think of something to use those for, I will put those right away. I wanted to look one more time at this because this has, I don't think it's going to be big enough. Yeah, this card base is going to be too small for this. I thought maybe the rainbow would be matchy-matchy, but it's not. It's too small. Do the bike one. Yes, for sure. I'm going to do the bike one. That one. I like the bike one very much. Now this bike one, I just have the front, so there's no inside. It does say celebrate, so it could be a birthday card or something like that. It has a border around 3 sides, but I want to cut the border off so because I don't like a border just on 3 sides. I'm kind of picky like that. And I want to make this front pretty much about as small as I can make it to see where I land. I wonder if I could cut that off. Yes. I'm going to set that over to the side. I'm going to cut this white piece off by itself. You're working on Mother's Day. Excellent. Excellent. Do you send a lot of Mother's Day cards? And the rest of you too, answer that. Let me know how many Mother's Day cards you guys end up sending. I usually just have one to send. Okay, so we have that. Now that would go on here just perfectly. Doesn't leave much for a background though. But I hate to put it on a bigger card base just because of that. I don't know that I really need to do much of anything to this. Let me look at my other colorful card bases. And see if I have a better color other than white. The blue kind of matches the bike almost. Oh, I do have this silver. I might do it on that silver. That's kind of a silvery color. Try to use up some of these colorful card bases. All these different. These other colors. Oh, I have yellow. You know, I never use yellow. Yellow is a hard one. I'm going to do the yellow. That really does pop on the yellow. All right. I always have a hard time using up yellow. Okay. And that way I don't have to cut this down really anymore. I don't want to cut into that celebrate, and I don't want to cut into the balloons. So this yellow card base will be perfect. Just like that. I don't know that it needs much of anything else. What would I even put on here? What else? Welcome in, SuperMegaTacos. I hope you are doing well. Everyone, go follow SuperMegaTacos over on Twitch. Type in !taco in the chat. Mr. C. That's right, Ange. Mr. C. Mr. Crunchy. All right. I'm going through some mail that I had gotten. And this card is, I could call it done, really. It is pretty much done, but I will add some, what will I add to it? What am I going to add? I want to add some silver to the bicycle pedal things. Do I have my silver pen? I cleaned my desk off the other day, and I moved those pens somewhere, and I don't know where I moved them. So I guess I'm going to have to use stickles or bling. All right, let me get my stickles. You put in 3.22 miles today. That is excellent. Don't overdo it. All right, this is Stickles. It is silver. And I'm going to put a couple drops here. Whoa, that's a lot. Where the bicycle pedals are. And maybe I will just add a few bits and bobs to these balloons. Some on the cheeks. This one here is not cooperating. Let me get a different one. Add it to these cheeks. So this is what I do when I don't know what else to add. Okay. It already has a lot of glitter. You put in the silly word. Hullabaloo. Okay. I'll get it in a second. I missed it. This is why I can't do my own words, because I missed them all. Okay. So there, I just added some more glitter to it, and I don't really think it needs much of anything else because it has a bunch of glitter and it is already 3D. And I'm going to put this somewhere. I'll leave it there for a minute. There's plenty of time to stick my fingers in those stickles. I've never heard of the clothing shop Hullabaloo. You're going to love this Mad Lib then, Janet. All right, the next word we need is, let's do, while we're on this roll of crazy words, let's do an exclamation. It's a Sydney shop. Well, that's why. See, that's because I've only been there once. And I don't remember a shop named Hullabaloo. All right, so that card is done. I'm going to set it somewhere where I hope it will be safe and I will not put something on top of it. But you know. You guys, I lost this piece. I just found it yesterday. And as you can see, my tape, it needs to be wrangled, but I don't want to take it apart now. I need to fix that. It works without it. It just gets messy. Okay. I'm going to make this card. Oh, look, that has yellow on the back. That card. It's not there anymore. Well, then see, I didn't miss it. I'm going to, because I love the smiley face balloons, I'm going to cut off as much of that white space as I can. Okay, so they're special get well balloons. We do need one exclamation. And then maybe I could use that as a something. Let's see how it looks on here. I'm going to fold this. So I'm going to use this paper cutter to fold this. So I need to fold it at 4 1/4. Well, I can't really tell on here where 4 1/4 is. Let's try this. If it's not right, I'm going to have to trim it. So what you can do with this type of a paper trimmer, you just line up your paper, and instead of cutting it, you can use a bone folder and score it instead. You don't need a fancy paper folder, even though I have a fancy paper folder. That one is just more convenient. And then, and I figured it, oh, I should have done it at 4 1/4. What did I do it at? 4 1/2. I should have done it at 4 1/4. Because see, I'm off. Because I don't know math. Math is very hard. Let's try another one. I could still use it. Welcome in, Christine. So let's do, I did 4 1/4. All right, what size is this for real? This is 8 1/2. So 4 1/4 and 4 1/4 is 8 1/2, right? That would be 4 1/2. That is 4 1/4. Should be there. Let me double check this. All right, that is the right size. My line there. Oh, it is that first line. Okay. I did cut it a little, or not cut it, but did it a little wonky. That is not really a 1/4. I guess. I guess it is. It must be. All right, poppycock is our answer. All right. And it's still off. Well, all right, you guys, use your fancy scores. But I could still trim these and use them as card bases because they'll still work. Yeah, that is a little off. And this one's going to be about 4. A little more than 4, 4 1/8. But you know, I have all those envelopes that take 4-inch cards. So I'm going to cut that to be 4. There we go. It still works. Don't tell anybody. Look, I could put that in my scraps. Okay. All right, poppycock. She just wanted to say that word for the second syllable. I know. All right. The next word we need is an adverb. No. Uh-huh. I made that up, and that's what I'm going with. That's all. Yeah, that's not going to work on this card base. So all of that work for nothing. Put those with my things. You saw it on your list. Uh-huh. I believe you. I believe you. This needs some glitter paper because why not? How about maybe a dark blue? I'm kind of feeling blue. I'm not feeling blue. I'm feeling that it needs the dark color blue is what I meant. If I was feeling blue, it would mean I'm sad. I am not sad. I am not feeling that kind of blue. I think it would look good on dark blue is what I'm saying. And this paper is disturbing. I bet it is. Is this? I don't know if you can see. Yeah. It is. It's self-adhesive. It's not very adhesive at all. I'm going to just leave it down like that. And I'm going to trim this down and get rid of the wrinkly side. Let's have a yellow day. There we go. I like yellow. I'm going to cut this at about 4 1/8 by 5 3/8, which I have pretty much memorized on this where it is. I need to get used to that other one since it has weird dimensions. Okay, that's kind of cool. I'm going to trim a little more of this white border away on each side. There. So we have that. Now I could, yes, that looks cool. I'm going to do that. So, since there's more blue background, you know, on the bottom and the top, I need something to take up that spot. I happen to have this piece of paper that perfectly matches the yellow, so why not? Why not do it? Let me use some of this. This is Art Glitter Glue, the expensive stuff. And it is kind of thinning out. I don't know if it's breaking down or not, and I want to use it before it no longer works. So that's what I'm going to work with a little bit here. As long as my papers are thick enough for wet adhesive, I can do that. This has kind of a thickness to it. And I think we talked about this before. I think some of you have said sometimes this can break down. It hasn't been out in the cold though, so I don't know. I've seen people mention that the cold causes it to clump. So that's the opposite problem. Maybe it's too hot for it. Too warm. Where is my pen? There it is. I really need a pen with a lighter color head to it, because I can't find my pen on my dark desk. It's too dark. And Michelle said that word because she likes the first two syllables. I see how you guys are. You guys are trying to get me kicked off of YouTube. All right, we have that. What am I going to do as an embellishment? Maybe some flowers. I don't have any other smiley face embellishments. I do have some cool buttons though. Madly. Okay, I'll get that in a second. Whoops. After I throw my buttons all over my desk. That's kind of cool. I like this purple instead. Oh no, never mind. That is not the word. I saw Agnes with the emotes and I got all excited. I'll calm down. I'm backing up. I'm backing up. See, I didn't write it in yet. Otherwise, I would have written it in. I got it. I'm backing up. I'm backing up. Oh, I have flowers that have smiley faces. They're really little. I need a keeper. I absolutely need a keeper. I wonder if there are any. There are other smiley face ones in here. Ange, I need so many things. I do. I'm going to get one of these little guys out. Oh, I wonder if there's smiley faces in there. No, that's fruit. Okay, that's fruit. Let me open this. Pour this in. Because it's just much easier to use these out of here than it is out of that bag. Look at these. These are better. These smiley faces. Not those. Those are little. Too little. Oh, look, there's an orange one. Ooh. There's an orange one. A red one. Oh. Red, orange, yellow. Maybe I'll put them across here depending on how many I have. This pink. White. Pink. Darker pink. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I can do one more. One more different color. Oh, that's a frog. That's not one. I was excited because there was a green. Blue. So now we have 7. And I'm going to put them across the bottom. We'll put the blue one in the middle. Yep. Okay. Get my glue. Art glitter glue. And I'm just going to eyeball the center. 1 and then 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I guess they are not that even. There, that one. And we'll put this pink one here. Put this one over here. This yellow. This one. And in no particular order color order. There. So there, I put those across the bottom. They're cute. I want this like that so I could send it to a guy or a girl. It doesn't have to be anything in particular. And maybe we'll put some stickles on here, on the balloons. We'll make them glittery. Okay. Glittery, glittery. Okay. Do I want to do stickles, or if I used the glossy accents, that would be a lot of glossy accents for that, and it'll probably warp it. So no, let's not. Let's go with stickles instead. I mean, I know it's still a lot of stickles, but I'm thinking I could paint them. I'm going to use this here. I'm going to do what I do when my stickles are running out. I'm going to pop this top off, use a paintbrush. Although I remember from yesterday, this paintbrush is too big. So I'm going to use the card as a palette and take my paintbrush and just use that much stickles and paint it around. And just kind of share the paint between each one of these flowers. Not flowers. Balloons. Dastardly. Okay. You go there. You dastardly thing. And then when you put your cap back on, make sure it snaps. All right, so then we have all of that glitter, and it doesn't use as much as if you were to squirt it on each one. Let's put these back away. Now I have two cards that I have to not make a mess with. Try not to put my finger in those. Flowers, balloons, same thing. Right, they're the same thing. They are the exact same thing. Or something. Dastardly. All right. Okay, the next word, let's do I don't know. How about an adjective? One, two. Two? One, two. Two? Two adjectives. That's all we need are two adjectives? What? Two adjectives. Everybody, you can put more than two. Put in 4. Or 3. Or 1. Or 2. Oh, it probably does. No. Nope. I didn't put it next to where I didn't put it on top of the card. I just have stickles on my hands, probably. Where did I put my other cards? Oh, here. Here? No. Where did I put? Here. They are. 2 adjectives or whatever. Yeah. This one I really like a lot. Oh, there might be some dried up ones from a long time ago on here. I have a couple little spots that, you know what happens to work surfaces. As a crafter, we all know what happens to work surfaces. I'm going to trim off this rough edge. This is super pretty. I love the front of this card, but I also love that. So do you know what that means? It means, first of all, I got to measure this. Ooh, 5.5 by... It's the right size. So guess what that means? It means we're going to cut apart a card base. Oh, good. That is on that side. We have that green, which is kind of okay. Oh, what about this one? Wait. This peach color is pretty, but it might be too narrow. No, that'll work. Oh, that peach looks good with it. What do you think, guys? I think I like the peach better than the green. That doesn't match. There's this one. Oh no, that has that whole. That's a whole different vibe. Okay. I think I'm going to go with that peach, especially since that peach is a hard color to match for something else. And welcome in, Dustaloo, if I didn't say hi to you. And if I didn't say hi to you, Barb, welcome in. Sorry, I've been not saying hi. Okay, so what I want to do is cut off part of the front of this card. About, that's a good size. So then I just have this little foldy piece here. And you can use a different piece of paper and fold it. You don't have to cut apart a whole card base, but just for the sake of time today, I'm going to do it that way. And I'm going to attach this to this little flap, and there will be a little bit of a line on the inside. That kind of matches that bird too. So I'm going to use my tape runner, and I'm going to put tape on the flap. And I like to use a pretty strong adhesive for that. And then since I cannot trim any of the spine of the card, the fold of the card, I'm going to take the fold of the card and lay it flat on my table like that. And I'm going to take that end there, and I'm going to line it up as best as I can. And that way that edge right there is perfect. Any other edge, as you can see, like this side does not line up perfectly. That can be trimmed. If I didn't get it left to right, that could also be trimmed. And there is a little bit of crookedness left to right. So I'm going to square it up, as I would say. This paper trimmer's noisy. There. So now we have a perfectly squared up card, and we still get this neat image on the inside. And then I'm going to put a piece of glitter tape down the spine here, because I like glitter tape. You can put anything there you want. Washi tape, or you can leave it alone. You can draw on it, but stickles, whatever you like. Let's see. Possibly the dark blue to go with this flower. We do need adjectives. Everyone, please put them in. Oh, Ange has them. I'll get them in a second. All right. I'm going to put that there. And that kind of covers up that edge and makes it look like I meant to have it there. That way nobody can tell what I really did. Except you. You all know. Every one of you now knows my secret. I think I learned this maybe from Michelle. Did I learn that from you in those little cards you sent? I'm thinking it might have been you. All right. Pimply. What a nice adjective. Pimply and crispy. Okay. I think it would be much funnier if they were reversed. Just say it. If I have your permission to reverse them and use crispy first and pimply second, I would laugh a lot more when I read it. That's all I'm saying. If you guys will allow me to switch them, then just do it. Okay, crispy. I don't know why. And because the word after crispy starts with a C and the word after pimply starts with a P. And it's for that reason only. Crispy and pimply. Okay. I amuse myself so much. The next thing we need is, let's do an animal. We only need one. And then this here says for a simply perfect day, which I'm going to cut that out to go on the, yes, alliteration. That's what I was trying to think of, Destaloo. John Oakwood would be proud of you. He is a friend of the stream that is a English teacher. He would be very proud because I couldn't remember the word. Alliteration. Thank you. And I said he is a English teacher. See, I'm batting a million today with my words. I should just go back to bed. Oh, that could go there. But no, that's too boring. I have this. That's much better. But I want to make sure it doesn't clash with the blue on the inside. No, it's not that bad. Will it go better that in this direction? Yes, I think it would be better in that direction. And this cardstock on this cardstock is textured cardstock. It is very nice. It's very nice. Very nice. I don't know if you could see it if I hold it up. There you go. You can see that, right? The texture. It's very nice. It's gorgeous. It's absolutely fantabulous and gorgeous. Let's use up some more of this glue. No, I'm not going to use this glue here. The cardstock on the back of the card's really thin. And I don't want it to warp it. So we're going to use this tape. One animal. Yes, ma'am. One. Uno alimano. I don't know what I just said. If I just said a bad word, I'm sorry. I don't know what alimano is. A camel. That's a good animal. Sally, the camel, has 2 humps. All right, what am I going to decorate this with? Bling, buttons, flowers, maybe. Little itty bitty pieces of flowers. That blue's not going to work. Do I have a dark blue? I happen to have these flowers out on my desk. Now, I don't want to cover too many of these flowers up because, hang on though, I got these little itty bitty ones. A mule. That's another good animal. This one might go good here. All right, I'm going to do a combination of things. We're going to do all kinds of, this is going to be a mixed media card. We're going to do on here a cloth flower. I have another little one. Let's do a different color. Kangaroo is another good animal. And I've said it before and I will say it again. I was very disappointed going to Sydney that kangaroos were not just jumping around the streets, you know, randomly. The streets of the city. Very disappointed. It made me quite sad. Ooh. That's a good color for that one. I know. That one matches like perfectly. I know. Someone told me, I asked everybody I knew, where can I go to see the kangaroos? They're looking at me like, lady, what? And I'm like, you know, just to see them in the natural habitat. Well, finally somebody told me that I had to get on a train and take a train at least an hour to go outside of the city to see them. And I said to Todd, okay, let's go. And Todd then looked at me like I was crazy. To see, that's what they were saying, like way out out of town where nobody lives. But then it would have been 2 hours out and 2 hours back. And I get it. That'll take the whole day. But next time I'm going. And if Todd doesn't want to go, I'll call you up, Janet, and we'll go together. Take the train. 2 hours. I really want to see the cockatoos out and about. I don't want to cover up too many of these really pretty flowers. I want little baby ones. Oh, here's a little itty bitty flower, and I'm going to put it on that. No. Put it on that one. There's an old mental hospital up north, and there used to be hundreds of them there. Whoa. Is it an abandoned mental hospital? Because that would be my dream. I love abandoned places, and I would love to go and, like, roam around an abandoned mental hospital. I like to see, I know you guys think I'm crazy. I like to see YouTube videos where they do it. They would be bouncing down the road next to the railway station. Oh, that's it. I need to check into this. Not the mental hospital. Although some of you may think I might need to be. But, all right. I have 3 cloth flowers on there. That's good. Unless I can do another color. I want to put one there. Oh, okay. It's on prime land. And they are wanting to develop it. I see. So I probably would get in trouble. Bathurst Mount Panorama would be a good spot to see them too. And the supercar racing is on there. They sometimes go jumping across the racetrack. Well, that's crazy, but that's cool. Yes, yes. And then, of course, Christine, I'll call you too. You're more than welcome to come, although you're not that close, but we'll figure out a way. I want to go on an expedition. Ooh, 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 I see one. It's way down in here. On a kangaroo hunt, yes. That one is little. Is that the one I saw? I thought I saw a bigger one. We'll go on a kangaroo hunt. That is for sure. Is that the one I saw? No, that's not going to work. That's little. I mean, it's not little enough. I thought I saw a perfectly sized thing. That one is awfully little. All right, let me put all these back. Maybe I'll find it. Maybe it was just a corner of one that I saw. No. No kangaroo, but a cool place. The Trans Allegheny Lunatic Asylum. Really? Do they give tours? This one? This is what I saw. That is what I saw. That will go there. Mongoose. That is a good one, Angela. It's not a mon or a goose. There used to be a koala in your yard, but they're rare to see now. Yeah, that's the problem, is when they do construction and build in an area, it chases them out. They snore at night. Oh, that is cool. Jonah snores at night. They do tours, regular tours and paranormal tours. I want to tour Alcatraz. I am fascinated with that kind of stuff. I love watching the YouTube channels where they go into abandoned places. And they're not supposed to be there, but I enjoy it. Mongoose. What was that? That was animal. Okay. The next thing we need is, let's do a place. Alcatraz is far for me. It's across the country. It's over California, and I am Midwest, so Alcatraz is quite far. But the West Virginia, it's not that far from me. Somebody send me that in a message, the West Virginia thing. Please, pretty please. All right, let me get my bling. Have I found my red bling yet? No. Have I looked for it? No. Thank you, Destaloo. We would like to do a night tour of Alcatraz. It's a day and night. Crichton says hello to everybody. He is very excited. I don't know if you can hear him. You used lunatic to lunatic asylum. Yes. We could all go hang out in the lunatic asylum together. Some of us need it more than others. Can you guys hear him? That crazy bird? He is, he's going to town over there. He's whistling and singing. He's having a blast. All right, let's go with the lunatic asylum. I don't know what it has to do, where it is in the lunatic part, but let's see. Didn't we use lunatic? Oh, it's way up there. Okay, it's not in the same place, but that's okay. Lunatic asylum. Okay, that's good. We only need 2 more words. The next word we need is a type of liquid. And I don't always put these in the order that, you know, they show up in the story, as you guys well know. I just put them in the order that I think they're going to be fun to say. Let's use this little piece in the center here. Yeah, I don't know if it is. It's probably not used. It depends, I guess, on the context. If you're using it in a joke like this, like in a Mad Lib, I think it's okay. But if you're saying, hey, my friend Bobby I'll use his name, was admitted to the lunatic asylum. My friend Bobby may not like to hear that. And then therefore that person would be offended. So nobody tell my friend Bobby that I said he was admitted to the lunatic asylum. I stuck that little piece of bling down in the hole of that flower. And put this piece of bling there. Again what? My bone folder. Yes. And it is, listen. Have I played music on it yet? It's not music. Hear that? I think it's made out of real bone. Cuz like, okay, this is plastic. You hear it? That's kind of a dull sound. This is, and I don't know if you can see the differences in color and the texture. There you go. I think it's made, and it's not like a person's bone. I think it's made from like a cuttle bone of a fish, is what I think it's made from. I'm not exactly sure. I have to look up bone folder and see if it's really made of bone. I've had it for over 20 years probably. So I don't know if they still make them out of bone. I don't know. If you guys know if they're made out of real bone, let me know. Now they make them out of Teflon. The newer ones are made out of Teflon. This is definitely not Teflon. What word? We're looking for a liquid. Did I say a liquid? We need a liquid? Yeah, liquid. You know, like alcohol, gasoline, milk, whatever. That kind of a liquid. Something fluid. Glue. Stickles. I guess stickles isn't really liquid. It may not work in the story. All right, anyway, I think I'm going to leave this be. I put some bling. I put some soft flowers, and it already has a lot of gold. And then on the inside, I added glitter. You think you had a demonstrator say that Stampin' Up! Ones were actual bones? Well, I bet. I don't know if you can hear that. It has a special, like, ring to it. It's heavy, too. It's heavier than plastic. I've had this forever. The leg bone of a cow. It could be like from a cow femur or a horse femur or something like that. Cuttle bone of a fish, I think, is softer because we used to give them to parakeets when I was little. And it was like chalky. So maybe it not be cuttle bone. I don't know. But it is really, it's a really cool thing. I love it. But now the popular thing is to have them be out of Teflon so they don't make marks on your paper. I've never really noticed it make a mark on my paper. I'm wondering if, you know, they did it just so they could make them out of Teflon and say it's good. I don't know. Maybe. If you guys have a Teflon one and have used a different one, let me know if there's a difference. The Teflon ones are not very cheap. And they still might make the bones. You can tell people, hey, CraftyRia is crafting with a bone. She uses a bone to fold her paper. That sounds crazy. She has a real bone in her hand. She uses a real bone. All right, there is this, which is quite cool. Too bad that's not the other way, because that would be good for a 4th birthday. I'm so funny. I think they all make marks. I mean, true. I like the bone folder only because I like to call it a bone folder. It's just a cool name. Like, hey, I've got a bone folder. All right, I made it slim so I have room to do other things to it. Oh, Destaloo, be safe. All right, let me see. It's a paper presser. Oh, that's too tall. So it's going to have to go on a 5x7 card base. Although I do have some pink ones, though. I did get my card bases out. This is going to leave me a lot of room. Do you hear Crichton is clucking. He's snapping, I think is what he's doing. He sounds like he's clucking. Oh, look at that. That is like perfect. Let's see. That's the same color. That's more of a red. So let's go with this pink. He does snap. If you go up to his cage and you do this, he will snap with you. He will make that sound like he's doing right now. It's perfect. It's a perfect. Perfect. All right. I may have had too much caffeine today. I don't know if you could tell. I don't think I'm going to put a background paper. I might just put something here. Like, oh, I don't know. What's about that width that could go there? I don't know. I don't think I have anything in my stash that would work. Is that pink going to be too much? Balloon washi. You act like I have washi tape. Balloon washi would be good, but the balloons would have to be facing that direction. And you act like I have washi tape, you know, handy. Hold on. I have this handy. I don't have all my other washi tapes handy. I just happen to have right next to my desk a box of washi tape. Let's see. These are samples of washi tape that I've gotten in some swaps, because I don't think I have balloon washi in my regular ones. I have cookies and milk. I have sloth washi. Most of the time, washi tape goes in the horizontal direction. I have peacock washi and owl washi. That is cool too. It might not be long enough. I have white. More sloths. I should invite him to YouTube, but he's contracted for Twitch only. If you guys want to meet Sir Preston, you need to head to my Twitch. I don't even know if I have balloon washi. But if I had it, it would be in here. Most of these are almost empty. So you guys then remember that I have these. Birds. That's going to be too narrow. Nope. I have more of the white though. The white is pretty. I never use these. Yes, he's a privileged peacock. By the way, for those of you that don't know, Sir Preston is my pet peacock, and he comes out on my Twitch streams and plays games with us and talks to you guys. And he really likes Janet. It's one of his favorite people. And he also likes Ange, too. One of his favorite people. Brine. Oh, no, we're not almost done. I have 2 more words. Brine. Okay. Good thing you didn't say gasoline. That would have been crazy. Let's do a number. Number. Pick a numeral. There's this, which is this here. That might be good. What do you think? Yeah. Let's do this. He has to. Janet, you're telling all of my secrets. He does. He has a helmet for safety because I gave him a concussion. He also happens to be wearing a... Sometimes. I cut his beak with deco scissors. And he has a Band-Aid on his beak now. It isn't what it sounds like. I'm really not... No, I'm not brutal at all with my pets. That looks kind of cool. I like this. Poor Sir Preston. I hear you talking about me over there. See, he hears me. Don't believe her. She keeps me left up in a box. She keeps me trapped in a box back here. He does. He lives in a box. That does look groovy. Very groovy. Ooh. There's this little tiny piece. This thin. Oh, it's probably not going to be long enough. Is it? I did. More than once. More than once. I've taken the head off of that little dog. Not on it's not what it sounds like. This doesn't have much stick to it. Grievances, I know. We need a spreadsheet for him to track all the mean things that I do to poor Sir Preston. I don't do anything mean on purpose. And I don't do anything mean to my real animal pets. Don't tell Sir Preston he's not real. He thinks he's real. You're not stamping amazing tonight? I bet it would be amazing. Michelle, your stuff is always good. Your stuff is always beautiful and amazing. All right, we do need a number. Last call for a number to put in the story. Yeah, I like that. You made 5x7 cards. They don't fit in your positioner. Uh-oh. Do you remember the old Stamp-A-Majigs? That was like, that predates long time, the Misty and all of those types of positioners. I bought one. I was so excited to get one. Have I ever used it? Absolutely not. It's around here somewhere sitting in the box. Does it work good? Probably. I'm sure it does. The other ones I think are easier now. I can't stop looking at that backwards 4. Probably. Although I lost it long before I lost my red bling. All right, what am I going to do for the rest of this card? I should have put it up higher and then I could put ribbon on the bottom. That's okay. No, no buttons. Okay. I'll just do stickles. More stickles. I can put some on the present and I could put some on that. Kind of a clear color. This is crystal. And I will put bling on the balloon. I'm going to just outline the balloon with bling. I'll put a kind of a line there. A line like that. I'll put some of this on the bow. And on the hat. And if you guys only buy ever one color of stickles, get something like the clear, like the crystal, because you can see it takes up the color of whatever's behind it. So you don't need to buy all the different colors. But I do have pink, and I want to add pink to the tail feathers or wing or whatever this happens to be. It's not tail feathers, it's a wing. But the other one would have looked pretty much the same on there. There. That looks good. I like it. It's very pretty. super pretty. All right. I'm going to do one more quick card while we pick the last couple of words. Ooh, that was a loud squeak. I'm sorry about that noise. I'm going to do one of these since I have two of these. See, and I'm going to do, I'll make one on Twitch in a couple days the same way. Probably. I want to trim this edge to make it even. And let me see, probably white or maybe not this color. I think I'll go with white. Yeah, definitely white, because I don't have green, not that color green. And I don't think I have any tree washi. So you know what that means I'm going to have to use. I'm going to do the same thing I did with that other card because I want the back to show. So I'm going to trim a little piece. And you can always decide, do you want this piece to go towards the front of the card and have your, have a border there? Or do you want it in the back? I usually do it in the back to have my, you know, piece on the inside. If the word happy birthday was not over so far this way, I would probably have the border on the front, although I could make it down with that edge of the card and put a border there in the front. Let's do that just to make it a little bit different. I'm going to put tape down this little edge. No, on the inside, right? What am I doing? Wait a minute. Yes, on the inside edge. I had to stop and think about the direction I was going here. And then I'm going to, now I want this card to be even with that edge. And then I'm going to fold this over and get rid of that extra adhesive. And get rid of the extra adhesive from the inside. All right, you guys, we do need a number. Last call for a number. And I'm going to use this green glitter tape. Do I want to put it all the way around? I could. I could go all the way around. I'm trying to decide which one I want to use. I think this one. This is a lighter green and it's going to be less harsh. Well, Michelle, I only have 4 done and I'm recycling them. 88 is the number. Okay. Okay. let me put these here. Put 88 in the story. And then the next word we need is a type of food, plural. Okay. This green goes really good. Oh, yes. So I want to make it twice as long as I need with a little extra to spare. Yes to that green. Yes. I think it looks great. I want them to meet on the inside. So let me take the backing off of this tape. This is super pretty. I'm going to leave a little bit. Oh, it's going to take away a little bit from that happy birthday, isn't it? I'm going to try. I wonder if I scorched peanut bars. Yes. All right. I have it over this way as far as I can get it. It's kind of overhanging the back of the card a little bit. That's not going to work for the inside, is it? This isn't going to work, you guys. All right. I'm going to do it in two separate pieces. I got it. So I'll have that little extra piece. I know. I'm even going to go further over. But now that I've lifted that off 75 times, I am going to put some of this adhesive down. We'll use this one. And going to do it that way. And there's that piece that overhangs the back. And I'm going to take my tape and put it right on that crease and fold this over. So it's going to be onto the back. And trim that. There we go. Open that up. There. So that is like that. Put more tape on the inside. And then this whole piece could fit on the inside. And then trim. I figured it out, you guys. There. Oh, look, it landed right in there. I made a basket. I think that's a 3-pointer right there. Because it went from all the way over here and I aimed it. I didn't even aim it. I didn't aim it. There. So we have that. And then when I make my next card on Twitch, I'll remember not to do that again. think he found his sweet. Wait a minute. I'm just now going back and reading this. That is hysterical by the noises you're hearing. I don't even want to know what those noises are. But we do need, the last word in the Mad Lib is a food, plural. You think he found his sweetness. That's hysterical. All right, let me get all this glitter fall out. I don't even know what to put on here now. I have Christmas trees, but this isn't really Christmas. Oh, it is not Christmas. It is not winter. Mashed potatoes. Okay. What about that on there? Is it too big? It's humongous compared to the trees. But I think it's pretty. I think I'm just going to use this on it because this is on my desk. You're going to tell his mom that you can hear him. Do you have very thin walls? Or is he just very noisy? I'm just going to leave that as is. I like the way that looks, the simplicity of that. Or the non-simplicity of it. Okay, let me get my other cards out. I'm just dying. I'm picturing this, hearing like the neighbor making sounds like that. That's right. You know, Michelle next door says she knows what you were doing behind closed doors. You're not fooling anybody, Tommy. I love that one. You guys tell me which one is your favorite. I don't want to put anything into stickles. Okay. I like that one. I like that one. That's my favorite. I think that's all of the cards I made. So see, Michelle, I'm not that far ahead. I only made 5. And a lot of them, I didn't even have to stamp any of them. They were already done for me. All right. Thank you, SuperMegaTacos. Let's hear the Mad. See, he comes in right at the time for Mad Libs. It's like he knows. He hangs out all innocent and quiet. You mention that your neighbor is making noises like that. Tacos comes in. You mention it's time for the Mad Lib. Tacos comes in. Flamingo is your favorite. Yeah, that one's pretty cool. I like the flamingo. All right, here we go. I have this green glitter tape. I don't know if you can tell. I have glitter everywhere. And of course, it's all over my shirt. It has the glitter fall out. I have to use that tape up. And Janet said, you guys said a lot of crazy words. All right. Here we go with the Mad Lib. That's right. Oh, I know. You mentioned, wait a minute. No. If you look back up at the chat, Janet said, or you could yell out, big tits or something, and that's what brought Super Mega Tacos back. Because right after that, oh, cute card, so innocent. No, we know why he came back in. He thought we were talking about tits, and he's like, I'm there. All right. Welcome in, Carol. No to the butterfly. It's too late. It's stuck on there. It's stuck. But anyway, I like it. I think it's kind of cool. All right. Happens every time. I know. All right. Here's the Mad Lib of the day. We have safety precautions for campers. Attention all campers. And this is probably for like kids at summer camp, I'm thinking. All right. Attention all campers. Just a few weeks ago, you were a miserable flower living in the crispy city with your pimply parents, just like your neighbor, Michelle. But a few weeks at Camp Hullabaloo will turn you into a self-reliant, fearless fish, but you must learn to exist in the wild. Rule number 1, if you catch a lunatic and make a fire to cook it, always remember to pour brine on the fire when you're through. Smokey the Mongoose always says, poppycock. Smokey the Mongoose. I like it. Rule 2. Do not go more than 88 yards away from the trail. That's pretty far. If you get lost, remember that fried eggs always grow. I can't. Remember that fried eggs always grow on the north side of a critter. If you have a compass, the needle will always point towards the lunatic asylum. I'm getting kicked off YouTube for that, aren't I? If you run into a bear, do not give it mashed potatoes. Just be calm and climb an eagle. If you follow these rules, you can live very dastardly in the woods. So now we know, don't follow a compass. Smokey the Mongoose says, poppycock. I like pimply parents. It made me laugh when I wrote the pimply parents. Crispy city with the pimply parents and fearless fish. That's like a tongue twister. You can remember that, Janet, Angela, or Tacos, and make me say it for one of my redeems on Twitch. Crispy city, pimply parents, fearless fish. Yeah. All right, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun. I liked that one a lot. That was a good one. Good words, you guys. Alrighty. Well, I will be back here next Monday night. Remind me, Angela, and I will. I will be here Monday night at 7, as usual, for Monday Night Live. Next, or my other shows will be Wednesday night at 7 on Twitch, Thursday night 8 on Twitch, and Sunday at 2 on Twitch. Thank you, Tacos, for posting the schedule. That way I know what days I'm talking about. And that's pretty much kind of the way my schedule always is now, unless I have something else going on. But there we go. I hope you all enjoyed the show today. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for participating in the Mad Lib. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Thank you, Angela, for being our awesome volunteer. Thank you, Christine, for being my awesome moderator. Put your mod love in the chat. Put your hearts in the chat. Give this video a thumbs up if you haven't already. All those things. If you're watching the replay, leave me a comment below. And yeah, I don't have that on here, tacos. I haven't done much with my stream elements here. Alrighty, you guys. Thanks again. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until the next time, you know what to do. Go get crafting. Bye-bye.